Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you my first picks from the Trollbeads Let It Snow collection. I purchased these with the help of Anna at Trollbeads Texas. Let me show you first what is in this little box here. And as you can see, there's one thing not from the Let It Snow collection, along with a unique. So let me get everything off the ribbon and show you one by one. So one of the first things that I immediately wanted from this collection is the Snowball bead. And living in Colorado, of course, we do have a winter season here. That winter season sometimes seems to extend even into spring, but we do get snow, and so this Let It Snow collection just really appealed to me. Like the entire collection just appeals to me. But there were some that were kind of number one on my list, and this Snowball bead is definitely one of them. I just love all the different snowflakes. This one definitely was made by my favorite designer, who is Soren Neeson, and it has the most beautiful mother of pearl right there, cradled in the bead, and then just all those beautiful different snowflakes just surrounding the bead. So this one was definitely one of the top three on my list. Definitely not number one. Number one is in this box over here, which I'll save for last, but I would say this is number two. And I don't think Trollbeads has ever done anything with mother of pearl. So yeah, I just love it. It's beautiful piece of silver, and it has this gorgeous flashy mother of pearl right in the center. So this is the Snowball bead. And then I also wanted to get the matching clasp for the bracelet. And this particular clasp is called the Snow Blanket clasp. And it also, as you can see, has a mother of pearl. The mother of pearl is just on one side, and then the opposite side has yet another snowflake. And then we have snowflakes on either side. And I just love how every single one of these snowflakes is different. So this is the Snow Blanket clasp. And then I did want a couple of the glass beads from the collection as well. And this particular glass bead here is called Winter Clouds, and it just has that beautiful coppery glitter on the one side, and then it has white on the other, and of course it has the clear overlay with the faceting. And I just thought this particular bead would pair nicely with the one bead right here. Oop, and there is a cat hair or something from last year's collection. I think it looked really well with the green goldstone as well. But yeah, this particular bead also will pair well with Sense of Shimmer. as well as I think any of these kind of whitish beads here from, I believe this was spring last year. I could be wrong. But yeah, I thought this was just a beautiful bead here. So this is Winter Clouds. And by the way, the clasp over here, that was my number 3. So we've got my number 2, my number 3. Let me see here. This bead here is the Warm Wishes bead. And I really like the red, the gold, and then the green. Again, it's going to go really well, I think, with last year's collection. Like that red, I think, is kind of a perfect match. The green itself, not quite a perfect match, but as far as a tonal match goes, I think it'll look really nice. And the red in it is a perfect match for the glass from the last year's poinsettia bracelet that I wanted. So I just am going to have a lot of fun. There's a lot of mix and match possibilities to this particular bead. So this here is Warm Wishes. And then the very last thing that I did treat myself to was the Snow Spacer. This is the Snow Spacer. And again, just all these cute little different snowflakes. And then I think here we have like a 4-point star. And you do see these star motifs too, like the 4-point star motif on the Snowball bead too. But I just love all these intricate snowflakes. They are just so frilly and lacy looking. And I've always loved snowflakes. So you give me a snowflake charm and I'm going to be drawn to it every single time. So this is the Snow Spacer, and I'm very, very tempted to get one more of those. Now, with my order, I did qualify for several uniques, but before I get to the uniques, I do want to show one of the People's Uniques that I did wind up getting. This was going to be in my very first order with the People's Uniques, and then I saw, you know, the Caramel Desire, and I went for that one first. But this one is the Gold Stream, and it is just the most beautiful periwinkle blue color. And it has, of course, that coppery glitter, like all those little glitter dots all over the surface. I'm actually wearing, hold on, I am wearing my Caramel Desire on a bangle. So I've got my Caramel Desire, my Chrysanthemum of November, I believe it's a chrysanthemum. And then this came out, oh goodness, I am forgetting the names of these two. Like this came out with that one spring collection maybe 2 years ago. And then, oh goodness, I cannot remember if this was summer. I'll get the names down here. And then I do have the little spring leaves in between. But the Caramel Desire and the Gold Stream, they're pretty much the same design of the bead, both beautiful, and I definitely wanted to come back to this one. So I did get the Gold Stream, and then these two uniques that I'm going to show you. I think are going to pair well with either that gold stream or with, if I wanted to do winter whites with any of those Let It Snow collection beads. These are both on a white base and they've got like that same shade of blue. This one has more of a deeper, I'd say burgundy red. This one's just a skosh lighter, but they really are two very beautiful uniques. Like, as you can see, like all of that color is, as far as the white goes. Actually, I think it's all, now that I'm looking at it closer, I think it's painted maybe over top of the bead. It definitely is textural, but the core does appear to be clear on this one. This one, same thing. It's got a clear core, clear base, and all of that beautiful white, blue, and red detail is painted over top. So these are two of the uniques that I chose that I was so happy to get. And then the third unique, now this one won't go, I think, with the Let It Snow collection at all, but I think this one will work very nicely in the spring and maybe even around Halloween. It's got that, like that spring green, and then it has kind of a mauve or like dusty purple with kind of a brighter purple. To me, these look like leaves, or perhaps, if you're just looking at the green, maybe blades of grass. But I thought this was a really pretty unique when I saw it. So that is the third unique I chose. And my number one pick from the collection is this beautiful, beautiful pendant right here. So let me get this one off the ribbon. So this is the Snow Fairy pendant, and this was also designed by Soren. I actually believe all the silver pieces, like including the spacer, all of the silver beads from the Let It Snow collection are designed by Soren. But as soon as I saw this little snow fairy, I knew I wanted him. He is just beautifully made. There are snowflakes, hopefully you can see that there, in his wings. And he has just this cute little smiling expression on his face. He is wearing like a little crown. It almost looks like it too is a snowflake. And then, of course, he is just cute. Like you can see his little bum there and all his limbs. I do have a fantasy necklace, like a pearl fantasy necklace on order. After I bought him, I realized that he's probably not going to look as good hanging on an amethyst or a peacock pearl or a black onyx. So I do have a pearl fantasy necklace on its way to me. And as soon as I get that, you can be sure to see me style with him. All right, you'll just have to pretend this is a pearl, but you can kind of have him just kind of hanging and hugging around your pearl, or, well, I guess if you choose to use any of your other fantasy necklaces, just kind of hugging around the gemstone or pearl. And then, of course, you can stack your other beads and designs over top. So that's one way that you can wear him. Now, I got a little fancier here, but another way that you could wear him, I have the snow spacer kind of holding him up. And then I have him hugging the snowball bead, and then I have the warm wishes bead just right over top of him. So that is another way that you can wear him on a fantasy necklace. I think, of course, especially with the snowball bead and the warm wishes, that he'll look best with a pearl, but hey, I am all about my amethyst, and he actually does not look bad hanging from the amethyst. So let me, real quick, I want to grab maybe a ruler so you can see how large he is, because I don't think the pictures give you an idea of how big he truly is. So let me just do that for you real fast too. All right, so I have a ruler here, and let's see if he, so I would say this is like right at the 1.5. So he's maybe about 1.5 inches long by 1 inches wide. So he is a good size. So yes, Snow Fairy was my #1 choice. Let me know what you think, guys. Like, have you bought anything from the Let It Snow collection? What are your favorites from the collection? And yeah, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. I would love it if you subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.